Before your brain even realizes there's danger, your body has already moved. If you've ever touched a hot stove and your hand snapped back instantly, you might be surprised to learn that reaction didn't come from your brain. It came from your spinal cord. Today, I'm going to show you the hidden wiring inside your spine, an incredible system that keeps you safe and alive. Every single second, every nerve that connects to your spinal cord splits into two main branches as it enters. Think of them as an entrance and an exit. The first branch is the dorsal root, located on the backside. This is where all the sensory information comes in. Everything you feel, like touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. The second branch is the ventral root. On the front side, this is where motor commands exit the messages that tell your muscles to move. So, the rule is simple. Information comes in through the back, and instructions go out through the front. This elegant design is the first layer of how your spinal cord manages a constant flow of information moving in both directions at incredible speed. It's like a perfectly organized two-way highway, ensuring there are no traffic jams. Now, if you were to look at a cross-section of the spinal cord, you'd notice two distinctly colored areas: white matter and gray matter. The colors aren't just for show. They tell us exactly how these areas function. The white matter, which surrounds the inner core, is the high-speed highway of your nervous system. It's filled with nerve fibers, or axons, that are wrapped in a fatty substance called myelin. Myelin acts like the insulation on an electrical wire, allowing signals to travel at extremely high speeds. For example, when you touch something, the signal zips from your fingertip, up your arm, and into your spinal cord, in just milliseconds, thanks to this white matter highway. In the center of the spinal cord, shaped like a butterfly, is the gray matter. This area contains the main bodies of nerve cells and their connections, which aren't covered in myelin. This means signals travel more slowly here, but that's because this is where the processing happens. The gray matter is the spinal cord's command center, where incoming information is analyzed and decisions are made. Interestingly, in the brain, this arrangement is flipped. Gray matter is on the outside and white matter is on the inside. It's just one of the many fascinating details that make our nervous system so complex and amazing. Let's dive deeper into that butterfly-shaped gray matter. It's organized into three main sections, often called horns, each with a specific job. The dorsal horn, at the back, is the receiving station for all incoming sensory information. The ventral horn, at the front, is the dispatch center that sends out motor commands to your muscles. And tucked between them is the lateral horn, which handles autonomic functions, the things your body does automatically, like regulating your heart rate or digestion. Right in the very center of the gray matter is a tiny channel called the central canal. It's filled with cerebrospinal fluid, which circulates nutrients and waste between the brain and the spinal cord, keeping this entire vital system nourished and healthy. Surrounding this central gray matter, the white matter is also organized. It's divided into three columns, or funiculi: the dorsal, lateral, and ventral funiculars. Each one contains bundles of nerve fibers that act as superhighways, carrying signals up to the brain or down to the body. So, how does a signal actually travel through this system? It involves a team of three specialized neurons working in perfect sync. Let's map the journey. First, we have the sensory neuron. Its job is to detect a stimulus like the prick of a needle on your skin and carry that information into the spinal cord. The main body of this neuron is located in a small bulge just outside the spinal cord called the dorsal root ganglion, which is essentially a cluster of these sensory cell bodies. Once inside the spinal cord's gray matter, the sensory neuron passes the message to an interneuron. The interneuron is the crucial decision maker. It analyzes the incoming signal and decides what to do next. Depending on the urgency of the situation, it might send a signal straight back out for an immediate reflex, or it might send the signal up to the brain for more complex processing, or it could even do both at the same time. This tiny neuron is the smart processor of the spinal cord. Finally, if an action is needed, the interneuron passes the instruction to a motor neuron. This is the third member of our team. The motor neuron's job is to carry the command out of the spinal cord through the ventral root and deliver it directly to the target muscles, telling them exactly what to do, whether that's to contract, relax, or perform a specific movement. This three-step process sensory neuron, interneuron, and motor neuron as the fundamental circuit that allows your body to sense, process, and react to the world. Now, let's put it all together and see how this system saves you from harm with something called a reflex arc. Imagine you accidentally touch a burning hot stove. Before your brain even has a chance to register the word pain, a series of events unfolds at lightning speed. The sensory neurons in your skin fire off an urgent hot signal. This signal travels up your arm and enters the spinal cord through the dorsal root. Inside the gray matter, it immediately connects with an interneuron. The interneuron doesn't waste any time sending the message to the brain. Instead, it instantly relays the signal directly to a motor neuron in the ventral horn. That motor neuron then sends a powerful command out to the muscles in your arm, telling them to contract and pull your hand away from the stove. This entire loop happens so fast that your body reacts before your brain even consciously understands what's happening. That's why it's called a reflex arc. It's a built-in survival mechanism wired directly into your spinal cord to protect you from immediate danger. At the exact same time, a branch of that signal is sent up to the brain, which is why you feel the pain and think, ouch, a split second after your hand has already moved to safety. These signals, traveling up and down the spinal cord, use specific pathways within the white matter. The pathways carrying signals up to the brain are called ascending tracts. They carry all the sensory information, touch, temperature, pain, and even your body's position in space. These tracts are mainly found in the dorsal and lateral columns of the white matter. On the other hand, the pathways carrying instructions from the brain down to the body are called descending tracts. These carry all the motor commands that allow you to voluntarily move your muscles, and they are located in the lateral and ventral columns. Without these ascending and descending tracts, we wouldn't be able to feel the world around us or consciously control our movements. They are the essential communication lines between your brain and your body. So, as you can see, your spinal cord is far more than just a simple cable connecting your body to your brain. It's an intelligent processing center, a powerful protector, and a rapid response system that keeps you safe every single day. Today, you've learned how signals enter and exit the spinal cord, why white matter is for speed and gray matter is for processing, how sensory, inter, and motor neurons work together as a team, and how life-saving reflexes happen before you even have time to think. If you want to understand more about the incredible machine that is your body, from how your brain works to how your organs protect you, make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications. Because here at Health Reimagined, we believe that understanding your body can save your life. Thanks for watching.